Okay, just a quick one. That is all dead. But some people think it's not dead because it's still green. That is all moss that's alive in there. Welcome to the world's mossiest lawn. This is going to produce hail bales out of the back of the scarifier. Let's go. Okay, this is going to be fantastic. This is the world's mossiest lawn. So everything you see here that's green is moss. It is like a trampoline out here. It's going to produce hail bales out the back of the old scarifier. So this is how I get thick moss out the canopy. And when I say thick, I mean, yeah, we're talking chunks and chunks thick. It's going to be horrendous. This is a project. Well, quick fix. Who will fix it? But there's my method. What you'd normally do is you spray some iron down 5 grams a square metre, blocking it off, scarifying. You go, wow, you've done a wonderful job. Well, that is not true. I can't even pull right through this, yeah, because there's 0 point putting any iron, any product down on this. Waste of time, complete waste of time. Scarify it first. Hit it. Then put your iron down. Then come back, because you need to get that iron, control them spores at canopy. But I'm not going to have enough battery here to film all this, so I'm going to have to hyperlapse you guys, but I will show you some close-ups and what's coming out. It's going to be horrendous, guys. You're going to like this one. You're going to transform this, it's going to be a busted seed spring out. So, let's go. How funny. I mean, look at that. One pass. It is putting out hay bales. Hay bale. Hay bale. More. And along here, it was trying to stall my engine out. I can't believe it. I need more horsepower, guys. I mean, really? You think, right? You think I'm in trouble? God, I'm not even on a low setting. That is incredible. I must be mad, right? But I love lawns, so I need to put you on a hyperlapse because you can see, look, I'm in big trouble. Let's go. I told you it was the world's mossiest lawn, and I wasn't wrong. So, why would you spray iron
before doing this work because I've still got a load of moss left, but I've opened the canopy up, hit all the ants' nest, all the rubbish dirt, the thatch, it's all there. So let me take you across this because it's actually better from this end. I can't get the house in, so I'll get a low down shot and try and show you what come out. It was so bad you couldn't get the scarifier to go tight against the edge, so you'll see some strips of moss left. Not worried, because I've got to do this work 3 or 4 times. Gonna need some more bags, guys. So yeah, let's take you over the canopy. Okay, look at it all. I mean, it is absolutely horrendous. Yeah, I'm round here. I mean, do you see, guys, I'm in trouble again, yeah? Why do I do this? Do I like it enough? It is hay bales. So, got to get this raked up, put in bags. Let's go. Up, what a horrendous job. Maybe should have bought the blower, but the wind, it's going north, it's going south, it's going every direction. So pile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, these piles, they're not piles, are they? I mean, you could play war behind that, yeah. Like a sandbag. It is horrendous. Where was we at? 11, 12, 13, and there's that bit that I've got to fix. That is actual turf laid down, incredible. But look at this, look how beautiful it is out the back here. All the blueberries and the wildflowers. So I sprayed along the edge there and leave this to the wilderness. Look at that, guys, isn't it beautiful? Yeah, and then you've got a gate there, and then that is the watercress line. We had the Scotsman going down there not that long ago. So yeah, oh look, missed a bit, Mike, get that up. So can't get the house in. Let's get this in bags, and then we'll have a catch up, see how many bags we get out of it. I don't know if we've got enough bags. Look at that, that's not a bag. That's like, how many bags? 2, 3 bags? Horrendous. I'm gonna struggle. So yeah, we'll have a catch up in a minute, guys. I'll just get this bagged up. Okay, how many bags we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bags. 10 bags, incredible. And just to show you, quite interesting. See where the moss was so thick, you couldn't get the scarifier back over that edge. You had to give yourself a little bit of a gap. So you've got the mohawk. Can you see? Those lines are where, when you've got so much moss, you can't get slightly overlap like you would if you were mowing. So yeah, I've run out, I missed a bit there, look. I've run out of time now to get the iron on, but let's conclude. Okay, so that absolutely killed me, if I'm honest. So that's my method of getting thick moss out of your lawn. You shouldn't have that thick of moss anyway. If you have, you've done nothing. It's not the owner's fault here. It's quite a new build. Look, not a new build, it's a new house that they purchased. Previous owner let it slide, and then they lost interest, so it's been unkept really, other than a few cuts a year for 5 years. So that's what happens. you get in a lot of trouble. So my advice, don't spray the moss if you've got thick moss. Hook it out. 10 bags of crap over there. Now I've run out of time here. It's been horrendous. I'm a man of God as well, and it's been windy. It's blew that way, then it blew that way. It blew all 4 directions, north, east, south, west. It done them all. Then it tipped down with rain. April showers. Had to run in the van, put all the camera equipment away. Oh, absolute nightmare. Even putting the piles like into the bag. So nice wet moss for me, but got it done. Quitters never win, and you never quit either, because you can do this. Just follow the process. So now I'll be coming back tomorrow, and I'm going to apply the iron. Because I'm down at the canopy, I'm going to get a better low contact, get the spores low down, and I'm going to go heavy on it because this is sprayed off. Everything you see of lime colour and green, it's just moss. Can't be grass because I killed it. So it's all dead. So I think I've got another 20 bags to come out of this, because I'm not even into a thatch layer yet. So I reckon I've got another 10 bags, 13 bags, and then I'll be into thatch. And I have to get the thatch, because if I tried to seed on that, I'll get a poor result. It won't be any good, and I've got to do it right. So that's what I would do. And there are some people out there on YouTube, I'm not going to name anyone, but they say you don't need to do nothing. Just let your lawn grow. Let it grow this high, trim it down. Well, this is what you get when you do nothing, yeah? So, excuse my language, but that's bullshit, yeah? Utter bullshit. Because if you don't do anything, this is what you get. You've got a beautiful garden, lovely pond, idyllic, meadow down the end, the watercress line, and you've got this as a lawn. Leave off, Larry, yeah? So, this is part 1. I'll do part 2, and I'll be starting with the moss on that video, the moss treatment. So, thanks for watching, guys. It's always a pleasure to do a video for you. It is tough to film it, but I wanted you to see how I would get this. So, yeah, love you all. May the long gods be with you, because him upstairs, he's not with me at the moment. One day he will be, yeah? He's testing me. See you soon, guys. Back here real soon. Blacken this off, hook it out, do it all again. See what we get. Bye for now.